Yes, indeedy. Hey, this is Ken for the Information Nation. We're bringing you more stuff. Yeah, that's right. We're bringing you more stuff. Hey. If you watched my last video, I had talked about the war on vaping. And we're going to continue that format a little bit today in a program that I like to call The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Actually, the good, the bad, and the VapeDom. And you'll find out what I mean by VapeDom. It might not be what you're thinking about. But anyhow, they're going after us again. They're going to continue to go after us. And it has nothing to do with vaping. It has nothing to do with nicotine. It has nothing to do with cigarettes. It has to do with money. It has to do with pure, unadulterated rape of the American people, stealing their money any damn way they can, because these fools that we have as politicians just can't get enough. They're like a nymphomaniac, you know? They just can't get enough. So that's what they are, nymphomaniacs. Money nymphomaniacs. But anyhow, that put to the side, let's get on with what we're going to talk about today. I want you to look at a couple of articles that I have here and tell me what you think. You know, leave a comment down below. I really would like to know what you think about this stuff. Okay, in the state of Maine, lawmakers considered new regulations on e-cigarettes. Augusta, Maine, do you know someone who is a vapor? Or maybe someone who belongs to a vaping club? Vaping is the practice of using electronic cigarettes or e-cigarettes, which are smokeless, but deliver the user the vaporized blend of chemicals, including nicotine. Fact wrong. Fact wrong, number one. Not everybody uses nicotine, so how do you cover that? Paper, whatever you are. The Maine legislature is preparing to consider a proposed new regulation for e-cigarettes or personal vaporizers, governing where they can be used and how used to how they are taxed. Money. And the effort is drawing bipartisan support in Augusta. Well, sure it is. You're going to get bipartisan support. You're all a bunch of scum-sucking bottom feeders. Tobacco shops. Why are they calling vaping shops tobacco shops? Across the state have embraced the relatively new battery-powered technology, and because nicotine is delivered, House Majority Leader Jeff McCabe, a Democrat from Skokagan, decided to file legislation to regulate the sale and use of e-cigarettes. You know, I'm telling you, they're coming after us hot and heavy. You know, I think if we're talking about a product that has a similar makeup of cigarettes and includes nicotine and could be harmful to health, we should treat it as a tobacco product, McCabe said. Hey, McCabe, I got a tobacco product hanging for you right here. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that are using no nicotine whatsoever. They just enjoy vaping. They just enjoy it. It's become a hobby. Right now, I vape on e-liquid that is 3 milligrams of nicotine. I started at 18, and I'm down to 3. And soon I will go to no nicotine. I just enjoy vaping. But these people don't see it that way. You want to know why? Because then they're going to have to find another excuse to tax me because I'm not using a tobacco product. Nicotine is derived from tobacco. I'll give them that much. I'm not going to give them any more. That's about all I'm going to give them. But this is the way they think. McCabe says that it includes restrictions of where they can be used in restaurants and other public places. Well, in the first place, a restaurant is not a public place. A restaurant is a privately owned business, so it's none of your damn business what in the hell goes on there. Others, including Attorney General Janet Mills, says they're concerned about the marketing messages to young mariners, whatever you want to call these people. While current law bans the sale of e-cigarettes, Mills says there are clearly products and ad campaigns aimed at attracting young users. Yeah, hey, young use this, bimbo. You know, here it is again. Going after it. Fruit flavors, she says. Cartoon advertising, funky, attractive packaging, the cheap prices. They are TV and radio ads with celebrities endorsing, all saying how sexy these are. The contrary is obviously true. They are addictive. They contain nicotine. Shut up, bimbo. I just can't take this crap anymore from these people. They're coming at us hot and heavy, and they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They really don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just out there flapping their gums like they normally do to do two things. Scare the public and get reelected. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the third thing and the most important thing, to stick their hand down in your pocket and take all your money. Hey, but that's up to you. If you don't want to fight this stuff, don't. Because eventually you're not going to be able to vape. You're going to be just like the cigarette smokers. You're going to be paying $30 for a 15 ml bottle of juice. And guess what? More than half of that is going to the state government because they got to line their pockets because they got to pay all of that money to their supporters. That's right. You think that money's going to you? Think again. Think again. But anyhow, let us continue on. Now, NewsChannel 7. NewsChannel 7. Let me fix this. Okay, NewsChannel 7 special report. What you need to know before you vape, part 2. Part 2. The colorful smells of citrus, chocolate, and cotton candy can bring smiles and laughter to the face, and now those flavors are coming in the form of clouds of e-cigarettes at shops like Point Vapor at Stevens Point. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm losing it. The ability to sit right in between the younger generation and older generation, and for both to use it, said assistant manager. You know, the whole thing is, I mean, this is another one of these reports by the news media. They got a video up here. I'm not going to play it, but hey, I'll put links down in the description so you can go and watch the videos on all of these articles that I'm going to be talking about. You know, in December, the American Association of Poison Control reported a 1-year-old living in New York died after drinking liquid. After drinking liquid, they're talking about e-liquid, or they're talking about nicotine. Now, the fact being is, and it's a known fact in the vaping community, that nicotine is potentially dangerous. If you drink straight nicotine, the most common thing you'll get is nausea and vomiting. Too much nicotine will cause muscle weakness, seizures, weakness in your diaphragm, and you stop breathing. Okay, I'll go along with that. Pure nicotine. If any of you out there vape pure nicotine, I'd like to know about it. I would really like to know about it. 100% nicotine, nothing else in there, just nicotine. Because I'm going to tell you something. You can drink about you could probably drink some of this e-liquid and you're going to get sick. Oh yeah. You're going to find out the meanings of both ends running at the same time. But other than that, there's not a problem with it. So, in December, the American Association of Poison Control reported the one. Okay, I covered that. Sorry. Nationally, the number of calls on e-liquid poisoning exposure has gone from 271 calls in 2011 to 3,957 by the end of 2014. Nationwide, in a nation of over 300 million people, and you are concerned. Do you see what they do? You've got 3,000, let's say, let's round up and say 4,000 calls in a country of 300 million people. That's not even 1%. That's not even 1%. That's not even a half of 1%. That's not even a half of 1%. If you drink straight nicotine, the most common thing you'll get is nausea and vomiting. If you were to drink straight nicotine. We're not talking straight nicotine. E-cigarettes are not yet FDA regulated. See, there's the other thing. Control the population. But anyhow, let us continue to the state of Arizona. Bingo, Arizona. Arizona lawmaker introduces a bill to tax liquid nicotine in e-cigarettes. This is a quick video, so let's play it.
New bill introduced in Arizona today that could have money coming back to the state thanks to e-cigarettes.
It's what's called a luxury tax. We have them on things like cigarettes and alcohol, but it could be a tough fight to get it passed.
ABC 15 investigator Lauren Gilger is here now with the exclusive details on this. Lauren, how exactly is this going to work?
Well, just hours ago, Democratic Representative Lisa Otondo introduced a bill in the State House aiming to tax the liquid nicotine in e-cigarettes. The legislature estimates the tax could bring the state up to $1 million a year in revenue. That's much less than the $6 million originally estimated. When I sat down with Otondo before the session began, she told me e-cigarettes should be taxed just like regular cigarettes.
Tobacco products are already taxed. Why aren't e-cigarettes? Well, it's argued that it's not tobacco, but the liquid is derived from tobacco.
This comes on the heels of the California Department of Health declaring the devices a health threat and calling for them to be regulated like tobacco products. In Arizona, it's only illegal to sell e-cigarettes to minors. I reached out to the Arizona Department of Health Services today. They are waiting for the FDA's regulations to take action in our state. I'm investigator Lauren Gilger, ABC 15 News.
Lauren, thank you. The FDA, as she mentioned, recommended those rules for e-cigarettes last year. Could take years, though, for the agency to implement those. So we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, you keep us posted because we want to be posted because we need to know. What a load. What a load. But did you hear? Well, it could bring them in $1 million. Let's scroll on down here a little bit and see, here's the problem. They had figured that they were going to make a lot of money off the taxing of tobacco products, and people said, hey, stick it up your keister, and started e-cigarettes, got off of tobacco, and now their revenues are dropping. So they have to figure this whole thing out. But I gotta point something out. I was reading this article earlier, and there'll be a link down below, and it says right here, HB 2596 would tax e-cigarettes the same way regular cigarettes are taxed. In Arizona, a pack of cigarettes is taxed $2 a pack, or 9/10 of a cent per cigarette. They can't even do simple math. Simple math. You figure this out. There are 20 cigarettes in a pack. Now you take $2 and divide that by 20, and you know what you get? You get 10 cents a cigarette tax. 10 cents per cigarette tax. And they're talking about the new tax would be 9/10 of a cent per 0.05 milliliters of liquid nicotine concentrate sold. Really? If I'm using 3 milliliters, do you realize how much money that's going to be? But that's okay. Don't worry about it. They'll take care of you. So, like I said, these are going to be down in the description. There will be things for you to do with it, whatever. You can go and read the articles, or you can just ignore the whole darn thing. It doesn't much matter. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't get after these people, you're going to be kissing your e-cigarettes goodbye, or you're going to be paying a ton of damn money. They want to shut down internet sales. They want to turn around and tax the hell out of it. They want to turn around and regulate it. They want to turn around and put all the small little stores out of business. And we had better get together as a vaping community and stick it right up their chocolate whizwang. But anyhow, I digress. As I said before, I digress. But this is where VapeDom comes in. This is where a lot of people out there don't know about VapeDom. The VapeDom. The VapeDom is a community of vapors, and they have a website. Actually, it's a social media site. It's a lot like Facebook, without all the kittens and doggies and look at my little child run across the room and like this if you think and like this if you think. It's actually quite it's really a nice website. They got some great people there, and I think you would enjoy it. So why don't we do this? let me show you what VapeDom is. Okay, this is VapeDom. This is the VapeDom. Look familiar? Looks a little bit like Facebook, but without all the BS running around. I mean, you got a picture of a nice photograph there, and you've got some other things. Hey, there's a review on a Mini, on the Yeehee SX Mini that Mike Vapes did for a video. And you go down, there's another nice picture of the Nano. Here's one of a Segali Mini 30. And it's kind of like, Facebook for vapors. Look at that guy over there. Look at this guy here. Do we know that guy? Sure we do. Anybody that vapes knows who that is. And you have vaping reviewers. I happen to be right there. And, you got Johnny English right there. And let's see who else. There you go, the Armed Vapor. And you also have right there, Suck My Mod. So there's other people that are involved in this. But here's the nice thing about it. Here you got people. And it shows you different people that happen to be here. And you can friend them. I found the people to be very, very nice. You have a blog with all different stuff. Cloudpore Mini, new box mod, iStick Killer in stock now. You have photographs, and they're not where you got to go to each and every darn cotton picking site. You got photographs. You got photographs thing. You want more, you just load more. It's a very nice site. You have videos, and look at that. There's my video, The War on Vaping. How about that? I got a couple more up there too. But you got all sorts of videos to watch. You have different topics, and you can go on down and take a look at those. You've got groups, so you can hear high-end mod, supporter of European Free Vaping Initiative. You have events, so if somebody has an event coming up, like here, Free Coil Master giveaway, that was back in January 26th, and you can contact them. But anyhow, that is the VapeDom. Now let me explain something to you. You get involved in this group, and this isn't just for the people in the United States. This is a global community. And this isn't only happening to the people in America or the people in Canada or the people in England or France or this is a global thing. And the VapeDom, let's build it to a point where they can't ignore us. This beats the heck out of being on Facebook, and trying to find a group. You always find a group that's, they're only about this right here. And you start to talk about something. No. You got to talk about this. It's crazy. It's totally nuts. So this is the VapeDom. And I hope you liked the quick little tour on it. You can see on here, I've recently joined. And like I said, I found some great people up there. I've texted some of them, they've had some questions, and I've talked to, I answered their questions the best I could. Some people have contacted me. It's a nice place to meet people rather than going through Facebook. Geez, I'm sorry about that. Keep on calling it Faceplant. I don't know why. But anyhow, it's a great place. Take a look at it. Sign up for it. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And here's another nice thing about it. See up here where it says everyone? I can go over here and click me, friends and me, and it's just the people that I have that are friends. There's their posts. I think this is so much slicker than Facebook, Faceplant, whatever the heck you want to call it. But anyhow, give it a try, would you please? Don't forget to join CASAA. Now, this has been Ken for the Information Nation, bringing you more stuff. Everything you hear here is my opinion, so don't go off the deep end on me. I'm glad you watched the video. Please subscribe if you would. Hey, give us a thumbs up. And in the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Hey, have a great day.